channel. I am Shayan Bhadur, your humble agent of happiness. So we are doing a series on happy learning under which we are talking about public speaking skills, one of the most important skills which people need in today's world in order to survive, also in order to excel. Okay, so yes, I have made several videos under public speaking. In this video, I'm going to talk about another very crucial aspect of public speaking, which is voice, or we can name it as voice and mic. So friends, all of us, or I would say most of us, have this kind of a tendency that whenever we are sitting in a homely atmosphere inside our home, where we are talking to our friends or talking to our relatives, we are very confident and we generally have a voice which can be heard by everyone who's sitting around. Even for those people who are sitting at a distance, they can hear us clearly. The problem is, whenever we are asked to speak in front of an audience who are new to me, or many of the people who are sitting or listening to me are absolutely new. They don't know me, I don't know them. Or even if we know each other, we don't know each other that much. So this is a problem. This is a situation wherein we have a tendency that the voice is not clear. Probably nothing is coming out of my voice. At times we feel that our throat is getting dry. In those cases, the first thing which we can do is we can always keep little amount of water, drinking water available, so that even if we are feeling that, or before we are actually standing on the dais or on the stage and trying to say something, trying to address the crowd, what we will do, we'll have little bit of water just to clear the system. Well, we have to be very, very careful that we don't drink too much of water because of nervousness, because if you drink too much of water before your speech, then chances are very high that in between speech you have to take an excuse and go to the loo. So we will avoid this situation and we'll have only little amount of water, something which will clear the throat, and we would be able to speak well. Now, what is this voice that we have to maintain while giving a speech or while giving a presentation? In order to ensure that we maintain a good voice which is audible, which can be heard by everyone sitting in the crowd, and yet they will not feel disturbed. So this suggests that we cannot be neither too loud, nor we can be a very, very very low voice. We might be having a very low voice which hardly people can hear. So how to create that balance and how to maintain that balance? Okay, first let me come into voice exercises. There are some voice exercises which I'll suggest you. One of them I've already suggested, where I have spoke about the fact that you can watch a live sports or you can watch a live news, and after a while you can mute that person and you can be the news presenter, or you can be the television presenter who's doing the commentary. So maybe it's a football match and you're saying, now you can see that CR7 has taken the ball and running along the wing. So why we are practicing this? Because there will be a flow of emotion. So this emotional push will create that magic that automatically our voice, if we have a low voice, we will be speaking at a high voice. Okay, so it's always safe to practice in a high voice, because automatically during the situation where you're giving a speech, when on the stage you'll be facing the audience, automatically the voice will lower down a bit. So it's always better that when you're practicing at home, practice at a little higher voice. And this will also give you a lot of confidence. When you will speak at a high voice, then you might make mistakes. So mistakes will be clear. So you can hear your own voice and you can learn from those mistakes. You can also take your phone and record a speech or record a voice note and then replay and listen to it, and then find out what are the flaws, what are the areas. Okay? So if you are recording your voice on a voice note, then you are not seeing yourself. You're only recording the voice. So you're focusing on the voice alone. After that, you just listen to your own voice, and then you can find out that these are the problems, or these are the gaps, or these are the wrong pronunciations which you have taken, or wrong words which you have used. Okay, so this is a practice which you can continue at your home, and then you can take a video wherein you're also seeing. I mean, you have a feeling that okay, people can now see me since I'm making a video, and they can also hear my voice. But the fact is, no one is seeing them. You are the person who's seeing them again and again, and you're improving yourself. So this is how we can do some voice exercises. There is another important strategy or another important practice which I can suggest. This you can do by simply putting a headphone into your ears. You play a soft music mildly with a mild sound. You play a soft music and then you try to speak whatever you want to speak. Now, often you have seen this in your life, that whenever you're trying to speak with someone, maybe with a friend or maybe with a family member who's listening to music and whose headphones are on, most of the time they end up answering you at a louder voice, okay? Because they cannot hear their own voice, so they don't know where to control the voice. And when you ask them that please open your headphone, and once they open their headphone, then they say, okay, I was shouting like this? Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. So they were themselves not aware that they were sounding because the headphone was on. You can do the same thing at home. You can play a mild music and then you can concentrate hard and you can start speaking. First you have to find out that what you want to talk about. Maybe these are small exercises, speech of say 2 minutes, for 2 minutes. Now for 2 minutes you're making your content ready, and then you're putting a headphone and you are playing a music, any kind of music, a mild music, not a very not music like hard rocks and all, a mild music, and then you try to concentrate. The music will at times distract you, but the more you focus, the better will be your concentration, and automatically you will speak in a louder voice. So while you're doing it, record your speech and then listen to that speech. You will see you will be speaking at a much louder voice. Now let us come to the fact that at times we might have to use a microphone or a mic. Now this is again a problem. This is something which makes many of us uneasy. Why? Because if you hold a microphone in your hand, if you are very nervous, chances are high that your hand might shiver or it might shake and people might see that you're nervous. So avoid holding a microphone in your hand. Even if you're holding a microphone, you can hold the microphone with both of your hands. So that will give you more power and confidence. You don't want to make people understand that you're nervous. Little bit of nervousness is good. Okay, you're nervous because you want to do good, so that's absolutely fine, but you don't want to show people that you're really nervous. So that's why it's better that you hold the microphone with both of your hands, and in case you need to avoid, if you can avoid it, like there's a stand or there's a lapel mic which is being used, you're most welcome to do that. Again, another situation puts us into a lot of uneasiness, which is we are habituated to listen to our own voice. Right now I'm speaking to you, I'm also listening to my voice, okay? But then when we are using a microphone, the voice which I'm using, whatever I'm saying, it is getting amplified, right? So there are sound boxes which are around. So now when you're saying something on the microphone, your ear is picking up your own voice, okay? So you're listening to your voice, and once again you're listening the same voice from the sound boxes, which is a louder version of your voice. Now that is making your brain confused. And that's why in most of the cases we get uneasy speaking on the mic. We get very conscious about it. We get so conscious that our focus moves away from the content, and we tend to focus on whether you're sounding well, whether everyone can listen to you, whether you're too loud or you're too soft. So we keep on focusing on these issues. So one thing we have to prepare ourselves. And that is, whenever we are speaking on microphone, we have to listen to what our natural voice is, not what you are hearing from the sound boxes. Because if you concentrate on that boxes, then you will never be able to concentrate on what you're saying. So you can't concentrate on your own voice. You will be concentrating on the amplified voice. This is something which you should not do. You need to practice with this, okay? This is a conscious effort which you have to make if you are speaking in front of the microphone, and if you are having an uneasy feeling speaking in front of a mic. Do not concentrate on the sound system or the sound boxes, the voice coming out from the sound boxes. You have to concentrate on your own voice which you can hear from your ears. Okay, this is the reason that in many occasions you will find people who singers. They actually use a headphone while singing or recording a song because they want to hear their sound only, not the amplified sound. So you also do the same thing. I have already suggested the practice session which you can have. You can have several practice sessions back home. So practice well and prepare well to face the mic, and I'm sure with this session you would learn the tricks of using the mic correctly and to your benefit. Thank you very much for listening to me. If this is something which is helping you, Keep commenting on my videos. Keep suggesting me what are the new topics on which I can make videos. The series on public speaking will continue. In this video, I spoke about voice. Later, I'll be speaking about the gestures, the hand movements, and several other points. So keep watching my video and do share my video. Thank you very much. Happy learning.